Hi guys, Sam here. Thought I would jump on and do a quick video based almost as a bit of a follow-on from a post that I put on Facebook, on my Facebook page recently. If you're not following me on Facebook already, just search Sam Norris Property and you will be able to find me, no problems. And it was all about compound interest. And I've actually had more feedback from this particular post than anything else that I've posted on Facebook ever, I think. And although I'm not going to go over that stuff in this video, it kind of led me on to a couple of other questions that have come about as a result of having some communication with some people off the back of that. Received a few emails, stuff like that. And that's actually how compound interest also works with, sorry, my cat is playing with the Christmas tree behind me. You might have just seen it shaking. And how compound interest actually works when it comes to debt, and mainly this concerns credit card debt. So the title of this video is always make sure that you're paying over your minimum amount. Now there's plenty of calculators out there on the internet. If you search on Google, credit card calculators, etc., and you'll be able to find loads that will show you how the compounding effect of interest can actually mean that by paying the minimum amount each month, the length of time it will take you to pay off your credit card bill will just be astronomical. And a really good method that I've used over the years to try and combat this is to look at what you're paying on your credit card this month. Now I've got 3 credit cards, and they've all got varying degrees of interest rates, etc., on there, and varying degrees of outstanding balances. And part of this whole journey for me is obviously getting that what I call bad debt down to 0. What I've been doing is looking across the board, and at the moment you look at, right, I've got my minimum payment on each of those 3 cards. It could be £100, £100, £200 as an example. And you look at those 3 and check out the one that's got the highest rate of interest. Now, you know on your monthly expenditure bill that you can afford £100, £100 and £200 because you did it last month. So keep your £200 one, just say the £200 one as your highest interest rate. Maybe it's 19%. That's about normal for a credit card in the UK. And put that as a payment that you pay at £200 every single month. Now, if you had it at the minimum payment, £200 might turn into 198 next month, or 190 the following month. And with each one of those, it's just taking you longer and longer and longer to pay off your bill. Now, if you were to do a calculation on how long it would take you to pay off your credit card bill, keeping it at £200 rather than let it decrease with the minimum payment, you're probably looking at an extra 5-10 years maybe to pay it off. Now, you can also kind of add to that by saying, okay, £200, I paid that last month, that was comfortable, but could I find another £50 from somewhere? Could I find another £100 from somewhere? And you add that on, and that might take up to £250. Now, the difference between then paying £200 per month as a fixed payment and £250, you might be knocking another couple of years off. And remember, with every year that you're knocking off, that's interest that you're not paying on this card. So it's helping you actually save money on the debt that you already have. Now, obviously, the other 2 cards, maybe keep them at minimum payment for the time being, and just kind of forget about those. Don't use them at all. Don't use any of these cards at all. And then as you slowly see that debt going down, it might take, I don't know, 5 years possibly, but just keep paying as much as you possibly can above that fixed payment onto that one card that's got the highest interest rate. Now, once you've got that down to 0, and trust me, that will happen quicker than you might think, and use a calculator. Maybe I'll put a link into a good calculator to work that out underneath or in the notes for this, or the description of this video. You know that you can pay £100, £100, £250 in a month. Okay, so £450. So all that you do is that £250 that you fixed onto this one, you look at the next highest interest rate, say the next one down is, I don't know, 17%, whack that up to a fixed payment of 100 plus the 250, so 350. That one will shoot down so quickly, you won't even believe it. Put that into a calculator and see the difference that will make. And then you repeat that on. And then by the time you're the last one, you've got £550 that you're making a monthly payment on a card that would have 100 or maybe even less by then as a minimum payment. That's going to die so quickly, and the amount of money and interest that you're going to save over that period of time is going to be amazing. So give that a try. Put your figures in comments under this video if you like, or go onto my Facebook page, or you can check out my new website, which is www.sam-norris.com. And I'll put a post up on the blog there with the video on, and we can have a discussion, talk about figures, see how quickly that happens. Because ultimately, yes, do you know what? A lot of what I'm going to be talking about on these videos is all going to be about increasing your income, but one of the big focuses, if you do have debt, if you have bad debt, credit card debt as the worst, is to get rid of that as soon as you possibly can, because that's going to free up extra income or extra surplus income each month that we can use to reinvest. And that's the main thing. Is yes, we want to get to 100 grand sitting in a bank account that we can use, but ultimately that money is there for investment purposes, and getting rid of your debt is going to be a massive part of that. So give that a try. Let me know how you get on. Let me know if you've got any thoughts, or if you've got any better ideas than that. If you've got some ways that or methods you've been using to help you decrease your debt, let me know. I'm all ears. You know, this is a two-way thing. I'll pop this onto the six-figure journey Facebook community as well. We can all have a chat there. Yeah, I look forward to hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe at the bottom, and hit the little bell to get notifications of my next videos coming up. And yeah, see you soon. Thanks.